deed cards out because I get all the Crosmans and Phippses mixed up. These are all organized in alphabetical order by the people who own them now. Because I couldn't figure out how else to be able to find it. Okay, so this house was originally Alfred and Alice Crosman. It was built between 1910 and 1911 because it depends on what time of the year they buy the land, but it's pretty good shot that it was definitely here by 1911. And they were one of the families from Milton, Massachusetts. I think how it might have gotten the Massachusetts colony is one of the deeds that I looked at that the sons, M.I. and Mayall Littlefield, gave out, talked about Massachusetts Avenue. Somebody here's got that on their deed. And it was one of the roads going down through someplace here. And I'm just wondering if that's how they got the Massachusetts colony.
There are a number from Milton.
There were a lot from Milton, and some were from Waltham. The Hickses were from Waltham. And
maybe the road got the name from the Massachusetts colony.
The postcards in 1907 say Massachusetts colony, I think. I think it's 1907.
I think I got
Yeah, I've seen
a copy
some.
of those.
Let me see. Yep, the Mass colony. This is sometime between 1907 and 1910. But this is what you're going to get. And this picture, and it says Mass colony then. Now, what's interesting is, guess who took most of these pictures? His name was George Hicks. And George Hicks married on Shebig, and I don't know how he happened to come here. His wife also was not from Shebig, and they may have stayed in, there was a, we're going to get to this when we get up to the other part of the road. There was a farm close by called the Seaview that took in boarders, and he may have come here doing that. But he was a watchmaker, but also a photographer. And much of the collection that we have from 1900 up through 1940 was the really good quality pictures are George Hicks pictures. You may have known Justin Hicks and Sally Sanderson.
Yeah.
Those were his children. And so this house here, well, I'll wait till we get, that was where he lived later in his life. It was actually built by he didn't own any land until after his father-in-law died. His father-in-law's name was Charles Berry. And he seemed to be the person who had the money because he was the one buying the land, building the houses. When he died or the wife died, then they transferred that house to George Hicks and his wife. I think her name was Emma. And that's where Justin and Sally would have grown up. And then later we know Justin sold it and built the roundhouse where the Sacks are down here, out below. And but anyway, so we're going to talk more about that when we get over to the Smiths.
Was it a summer house?
Yes, it is.
Well, I know it is, but was it ever?
Not that I know of. And I think Justin wanted